Hello to all of you, my lovely students in the 10th grade. How are you today? Welcome back to my English lessons. It's me, your English teacher, Iman Al-Jafari at Al Farouk Academy. In our lesson today, we are going to read another part of the informal letter that we started with in our previous lesson. As I told you, this informal letter was written by Todd to Lee. So the sender of this letter was Todd. He sent this letter to Lee. Okay? So in this lesson, students should be able to read a part of the text and identify the main ideas, define the meanings of some words and phrases from the text. You are going also to answer some questions related to the text. In our previous lesson, we read about the place where the letter was sent to Lee. As I told you, Lee was in a field trip. When he returned back from the field trip to the base camp, he will find the letter that was sent to him by Todd. Then we read about Lee's father's role in the festival. As I told you, Lee's father was the sponsor of the fireworks that were in the festival. All the students were amazed by his generosity and they thanked him for giving them the money that was needed for the fireworks. They sent 2 photos to Lee. The first one was a photo, excellent, of the fireworks, and the second one was a photo of the rare animal, that is the panda. And now let's start with the third section of this informal letter to know more about what did Todd want to tell Lee about. So listen carefully to this paragraph.
Developed quite a passion for pyrotechnics since the summer, by the way. I suppose there are whole factories in China that are devoted to producing all kinds of different fireworks. I'd really like to know how they are designed and made. I know I'm meant to be keeping my mind on chemistry so that I can study to be a doctor instead of learning how to blow things up, but I'm intrigued by the colors and shapes that explode in the sky like vast, scintillating jewels breaking apart. Phenomenal. Perhaps I'll be able to visit one day and find out how it's all done.
So in this paragraph, Todd wants to tell us about he has developed quite a passion or a love for pyrotechnics. So now he is interested in pyrotechnics. What do you mean by pyrotechnics? It means a public show of fireworks. صناعة الألعاب النارية. Since the summer, by the way, I suppose there are whole factories in China that are devoted to producing all kinds of fireworks. So, as you all know, China is famous for producing all kinds of fireworks. I'd really like to know how they are designed and made. So Todd wants to know how they are designed and made. The pronoun they refers to excellent, the fireworks. So Todd wants to know how the fireworks are designed and made. I know I am meant to be keeping my mind on chemistry. What do you mean by the phrase keep my mind on something? It means to concentrate on something. I am meant to be keeping my mind on chemistry so I can study to be a doctor. So he has to study chemistry instead of learning about the fireworks. Why? In order to be a doctor. Instead of learning how to blow things up. Instead of learning about the fireworks, I know I have to concentrate on chemistry. But I am intrigued by the colors and shapes that explode in the sky, like here we have a simile. هون في عنا تشبيه تاني. We have the fireworks were like vast very large. Scintillating, what do you mean by scintillating? Scintillating means glittering or shining, لامع. Jewels breaking apart. إذا هون يا مس شبه تود الألعاب النارية كأنها مجوهرات انفجرت في السماء. Okay, so the fireworks were like vast scintillating. Scintillating means glittering. Jewels breaking apart. Breaking apart بمعنى fall apart or explode in the sky. Phenomenal. They were phenomenal. Phenomenal means great. Okay. Perhaps I will be able to visit one day and find out how it is all done. So Todd wants to visit China one day in order to learn how the fireworks are designed and made. Okay? The first question. Give an example of simile. أعطيني مثال على تشبيه. When Todd described the fireworks like, excellent. They were like, من عند like يمس هنا إيش أداة التشبيه. Vast scintillating jewels breaking apart. Is Todd interested in fireworks? Give evidence from the text. Give me any evidence that means Todd is interested in fireworks. Excellent. When he said, I've developed quite a passion or a love. I am interested in pyrotechnics. Okay, since the summer, here this phrase or this sentence means that Todd is interested in the fireworks. Okay, and he wants to learn how they are designed and made. إذا في هاي الفقرة تود عماله بخبر لي إني أنا من لما شفت الألعاب النارية في المهرجان صار عندي حب إني أعرف كيف هاي الألعاب النارية صممت. Okay, so I need to learn. أنا بدي أتعلم how to design these fireworks. Okay. And now let's start with the last paragraph to know more about what did Todd ask Lee to do. So listen carefully to this paragraph.
We've just had a committee meeting for the next festival. Yes, we've decided to take the plunge again. We're thinking about including writing as an art form. I remember you saying once that your father is an enthusiastic amateur calligrapher. I mentioned this at our meeting, and the others took a fancy to the idea of inviting him to demonstrate his calligraphy at our next festival. Could you let us know if you think he'd be up for it? We'd like to have displays of different writing, but if we could show some calligraphy actually being done, that would be even better. We're going to see if we can get Arabic, Georgian, Japanese, and Thai calligraphers too. I'd better get on with a bit of revision now. We've got a test at the end of the week. Some things never change. Best wishes from everyone here. Todd.
So in this paragraph, we know about the committee meeting decision. They decided to have another festival. So we've just had a committee meeting for the next festival. Yes, we've decided to take the plunge. What do you mean by I decided to take the plunge? It means I decided to do something difficult or challenging. So we have decided to do something that is difficult or challenging, which is the next festival, to make another festival. We are thinking about including writing as an art form. So they are thinking of having another event for the next festival, which is excellent writing. They want to include writing in the next festival as one of the main events. I remember you saying that your father is an enthusiastic amateur calligrapher. What do you mean by amateur? Amateur here means a person who takes part, okay, or who takes part in an activity for pleasure. Howie. Calligrapher means, what do you mean by calligrapher? It is a person who is skilled at writing. مخطط. Okay, so again, what do you mean by amateur? Amateur, a person who takes part in an activity just for pleasure, as a hobby. When we say calligrapher, a person who is skilled at writing. إذا ليه والده خبرهم إنه والده هو عبارة عن خطاط. Okay, I mentioned this to our meeting. And the other took a fancy to the idea of inviting him. They want to invite Lee's father. So the pronoun him refers to Lee's father. They want to invite him to demonstrate his calligraphy, to show his calligraphy to the audience at our next festival. Could you let us know if you think he'd be up for it? Could you let us know if your father will accept to come or not? We'd like to have displays of different writing, but if we could show some calligraphy actually being done. إذا هم حابين يعرضوا بعض المخطوطات في المهرجان القادم. أنواع خطوط من أماكن مختلفة من العالم. من ضمن هاي الخطوط يا عاشر اللي هو المخطوطات الصينية راح يقدمها والد لي. That would be even better. We are going to see if we can get Arabic, Georgian, Japanese, and Thai calligraphers. إذا هم بدهم يستدعوا أكثر من خطاط حتى يعرضوا الخطوط تبعتهم. They are going to invite Arabic, Georgian, Japanese, and Thai calligraphers. I'd better get on with a bit of revision now. So I need to leave you now to end my letter to go and revise my exam. We've got a test at the end of the week. Some things that never change. Best wishes from everyone here, Ted. So look here, how does Ted in the letter? You can use any word that you like. You can say goodbye, see you soon, best wishes, okay? So it is not a formal letter to end with your faithfully, your sincerely. No, you can end your letter here with any informal expression, okay? So in this paragraph, we know that the festival committee wants to invite Lee's father to come to the next festival. Why? To show his calligraphy. As you know, Lee's father is a calligrapher, هو خطاط, so they want him to come and show his calligraphy to the audience. Okay, the first question. Write down the art form that students are going to include in the next festival. They decided to include another art form in the next festival. As you know, in the first unit, they include dancing, music, okay? They include literature. Here, they want to include another art form, which is excellent, early writing or writing as an art form. Any question? I will stop here today. I hope you did understand every point in this informal letter. Please prepare the activity that you have in your student book, page 20. Thank you very much.